I talk, you listen. Welcome to my one-man panel of madness. Hey everybody, this is Dr. Geo, and we've got some news concerning what the future of Doctor Who is going to bring. Now, there was a report that just came out today with some words, of course, from the director of drama at the BBC, Piers Wenger, I think that's what his name is. Supposedly, one of the things that he mentioned is that right now they have no essentially idea of what the future of Doctor Who is going to be. Now, this has been taken, I believe, out of context. Okay, so I don't think people need to freak out and think that, you know, this is it for Doctor Who. What he is saying, in my opinion, is that they really don't know what is going to happen right now. Okay, so when he was asked at this one particular I call it a press junket. Some people say it was a festival, whatever it was. He was asked what the future plans are for the show, and if there were any, and he had responded, "No, I don't have any," or "I don't." Sorry. And as with any change in Doctor and showrunner, it will be ambitious and radical. We will have to look at the TV landscape in which it will play, so change is ahead. And I think this is alluding to possibly the fact that Doctor Who might actually go into some form of streaming service. Maybe like Netflix or HBO Max, who has the contract with Doctor Who here in the US. So I think that's what they're talking about. I don't think they're talking about, you know, that this is the end of Doctor Who. There's a lot of rumors with people saying that the comments saying that they don't have any plans just yet means that there is no coming Doctor Who. I don't think that's the case. I genuinely think that they are working on it, but they don't have anything right now that they can discuss. And I think that the change might not necessarily be the show with the show itself, but how the show is presented. I mean, let's be honest. Shows like Stranger Things, even the Sabrina show, all these different shows on Netflix that I like to watch have been very popular. And when you look at Disney Plus, HBO Max, and all the shows that are being produced for these platforms, it's time for Doctor Who to move to that form of distribution. It just makes sense. You know, where other shows have now gone to streaming, you know, it's probably better for Doctor Who to move to that kind of presentation, or however you want to call it. So I did get a little freaked out at first because when you read it and you think they don't have any plans. No, I don't. You know, squared out when they asked if he has plans for the future of the show. No, I don't. Immediately people think, well, this could be code for hiatus, cancellation, and we know what happened the last time they did this. We had no Doctor Who for many, 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 many years. I mean, we had some little tidbits here and there, but no, like we have this nowadays where we have it at least once a year. So here's what I think. I think right now they are mulling over a lot of things with, how the show is being received, even though earlier in the year, in February, there was a comment made by the same person that Doctor Who is healthy and that it's doing just fine. So I think that the whole direction and landscape and all that is to see whether it should be broadcast on television anymore. I don't think it should be. I think it should be on some form of platform that can be accessible to everybody internationally, whether it's Netflix in, Europe, or HBO Max here in the States, whatever it is. It just makes more sense. Now they could do like Disney with Mandalorian, release an episode every week. It doesn't have to be all in one lump sum. So I think that's what's gonna happen. That's my prediction. I think they're kind of looking at the future of shows like Doctor Who, and instead of producing them for mainstream television, it's probably better off going into a streaming service, because let's be honest, at least from my end, I don't really watch live television. Everything I watch is either on Hulu, HBO Max, Netflix, Disney Plus. It's always on a streaming service. So I don't even watch live television. Everything is through Roku. Wow, I'm telling you everything I do. So that's how I watch TV. So I think that for something like Doctor Who, especially to survive, it's probably best if it does move to a streaming service. And they already have a deal with HBO Max. So also there's AMC and BBC America. So I think that's the best thing to do. If you look at shows like the success of shows like Discovery, Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Picard, and the upcoming Strange New Worlds, I think it's time. Somehow I think it might be even cheaper for them to produce, and I'm not sure because I'm not well termed in the ways of production in the UK. But I just think it's time for Doctor Who to maybe have that kind of radical change. And you know what? The radical change could also be that, who knows? The Ruth Doctor ends up being the next regeneration, and they go all the way to the beginning of Doctor Who, kind of like a prequel, and to see where the Doctor started, where he came from, or she, it, whatever. So there's a lot of speculations, and I don't think we should, get depressed about it, thinking that Doctor Who's going to go away. I don't think it's going to go away. And also, we do have a long year before we get probably any more information. Think about it. We still have these 6 episodes, which is what we should be focusing out. And after that, we also have the 3 specials and the regeneration. So I'm sure that the regeneration is not just going to end, yes, they could do like they did with Sylvester McCoy and just have it to where, we don't see the new Doctor or anything like that, and just kind of, we don't know. It could be a big shakeup too, but hey, that's what Doctor Who's about. So that's what I have this week. Thank you for listening. Subscribe. Until next time.